going to have COVID passports? Are they a certainty now, Minister?
So let me unpack that for your listeners, Nick. International travel, as and when we go back to a world where we can travel around the world, clearly a number of countries have indicated that they will require some form of certification, as they do now with pre-departure tests, as we do with pre-departure test certification. So the task force is looking at the protocols and making sure they work for our citizens, and the operations, i.e. whether it's technology or piece of paper, you'll be able to demonstrate if you need to travel to a country that needs your vaccine certificate or your test certificate, you'll be able to have that available to you, as you would have done with the yellow fever vaccine passport in the past. Domestically, it does raise a number of ethical questions. And as the Prime Minister outlined, it's important to remind your listeners of this. Next Monday in the beer garden, when you're sipping on that pint, you will not be asked for any form of certification. On the 17th of May, when you're inside that pub sipping that pint, you won't be asked for any form of certification. But what we are looking at, and I think you would berate me if we didn't, is looking at ways of, for example, opening up mass participation events like the FA Cup final or semi-final or other events, and looking at initially at how testing can help open up those events, and then maybe vaccines or immunity can help with that. No decisions have been made on any of that, and if we do make any decisions on that, obviously we will consult, as Michael Gove has been doing, who's leading on this, absolutely, with every stakeholder and of course with parliamentarians. But
does that mean a vote, Minister? It would be the idea of passports to go to the FA Cup final would be subject to a parliamentary vote.
Well, first of all, let's not jump the gun. There is no at the moment, plan. At the moment, all we're doing is doing pilots, looking at this. So there is no plan. As I said, the Prime Minister made it very clear yesterday. You're going to go to the pub on Monday in the garden.
We've got that. It's just the idea of you can only go to the British Grand Prix or some kind of festival, whatever it might be, if you have some kind of passport. That would go to a vote.
Anything that would require any form of changes like that will absolutely come back to Parliament. The really important thing, Nick, is if I was sitting here and another country, whether in Europe or Israel, had found a way of opening up more of their economy by using technology, you'd be saying to me, Minister, why didn't you look at this? Why didn't you at least leave no stone unturned? And that's exactly what we're doing.